In this video, we will be looking at how to create this two-sided bar chart. On the left-hand side, we have negative values, and right-hand side, we have positive values. So I'll be showing you how you can create this in 3 levels. So level 1 is the easiest and the quickest. Level 2 is the same chart. However, you will notice the values of the chart are outside of the chart. If you notice in the first one, they are inside of the bars or inside of the chart. So that's level 2. Level 3 is the same chart, but now we have these category labels on the left hand side. So let's begin with level 1. So I'm going to create a new slide after my first slide. Go to insert, click on chart, select this second stack bar chart under bar menu, click OK. Now because we only need positive and negative values, we don't need series 3. Click on series 3 column, right click, click on delete. Let's make the values in the first column negative. So I'm just adding a negative sign before the values. Next, delete this axis by clicking on it and pressing delete. We can then remove our grid lines by clicking on the grid lines and pressing delete. Let's change the colors. I'm going to change blue to a red because these are our negative values. Change orange to a green. Right click on the bars, click on add labels. Change the font size and font colors. Next, let's align these data labels to be inside the base of this bar. So double click on the data labels on the right hand side under label position, click on inside N. For the right hand side labels, we will have to click on inside base because inside N will push them towards the right hand side. Now if I wanted my data labels to be outside of the chart, so let's say for the red bar, I wanted them just to the left hand side of my red bars, and for the green one I wanted them on the right hand side of my green bars. I don't get that option under label position, so I only have 3 options. One is to put these values in the center or to the right or to the left, but I don't have an option to put them outside. To do that, we need to go on to level 2 chart. So I'm going to create a blank slide, click on insert, click on chart. This time we will be selecting a clustered bar chart and not a stack bar chart. Click OK. As before, we don't need series 3, so select the column for series 3, right click, delete. Let's make our series 1 values negative by adding a negative sign before the values. Close the datasheet. Select our vertical axis with category labels. Press delete on your keyboard. Click on the grid lines, press delete. Double click on our bars. Go to the series options by clicking on this last option on the right hand side. In the series overlap text box, type in 100%. Let's color our bars as before. So left hand would be negative, so red color, and orange would be this green. Let's enable our data labels by right clicking on the bars and clicking on add data labels. You will see that now we can add our labels outside of the bars. Let's do that for the green bars as well. Let's format these as before. The legend at the bottom shows green color to the left and red on the right. If we want the red to the left and green on the right, it's easy to fix it. Make sure your chart is selected, then click on chart design, click on select data. In this select data source dialog box, click on series 1, then press this down arrow once so that series 1 is now under series 2. Click OK, and our legend is fixed now. If I double click on my data labels, on the right hand side under label options, you will see now we have 4 options for label positions. So we have center, inside N, and base options just as the first chart, but now we have this one additional option of outside N. Now the problem with both these charts is if we try to enable the axis labels by clicking on the vertical axis, our labels are right in the center of the chart. Let me just change the color to white so you can see. I have no way to move these category labels either to the left or right. So one option would be you manually add these labels on the left hand side. But let's say if you wanted to add this as a part of the chart, because why not? How do you do that? For that, we need to go to level 3, create a new slide, go to insert, click on chart. This time we will be selecting this last option called combo. Let's select this first clustered column chart under combo. For series 1, we will select this clustered bar chart. For series 2 as well, we will select a clustered bar chart. And for series 3, we will select the same chart again. Let's uncheck secondary axis from the first 2 series and select the secondary axis for the third series. Click OK. This time we will be needing series 3 columns, so let's keep that. Let's change the first column values to be negative. For the series 3 values, I'm going to pick -10 as a starting point. Close the data sheet, then double click on either this orange bar or the blue bar. Click on the series options on the right and change the series overlap from 0 to 100. Let's click on this gray bar and apply the same change. So series overlap needs to be 100%. Then under the same option, right now we have this secondary axis selected. Click on primary axis, then go to home menu, find shape fill and change to no fill. Click on this vertical axis with category labels and delete it. Let's select this invisible bar, right click, click on add data label, then double click on these -10 values. On the right hand side, click on category name and uncheck the checkbox for value. Next, let's add the data labels for our bars. So right click on the orange bar, click on add data label. Now, if you try to access this blue bar, you can, because there is this invisible bar overlapping it. So to get access to the blue bar, decrease the series overlap a bit to get access to the blue bar. Now we can select the blue bars, right click, add data labels. Let's increase the font size to be 16 and bold. Then double click on the blue bar again and change the series overlap back to 100%. Let's also make the font size for our text consistent. Get rid of the grid lines. Oh, I forgot to change the colors of my bars, so we can quickly do that. Okay, if we wanted these category labels in the reverse order, so category 1 at the top and category 4 at the bottom, click on the chart, click on this plus sign, scroll open this axis menu, enable primary vertical axis, then double click on the vertical axis. On the right hand side, under axis options, click on categories in reverse order, then click on the plus sign again and disable both our axes. Let's delete the legend because series 3 doesn't make sense in our legend, so we will have to add our legend manually. One thing to note here is if I go to the data sheet of this chart, we have -10 in column 3 in series 3. This -10 depends on what is the maximum negative value we have in our chart. So right now, since it's -4.5, I have kept this at a distance of -10 so that we have some room between our chart and the labels. But we could also bring these labels closer by, say, changing this to -6. Like so. Or if in your case, if the values are larger, so let's say if this was -10, you will have to change series 3 values to be beyond that. So something like -11 or even more. So -15 maybe. Yeah, so you will have to change all of them to -15. So change these values depending on your actual values in the chart, and we are done. Although every addition looked like a simple addition, each change required a completely new chart. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.